Oh shit, I think it's about to go down. Hey y'all, it's your girl Old Honey Rollins. I'm back with another video, hoping to inspire, motivate, share lots of love, and even some laughter, baby. I'm gonna do this video, 30 fun facts or random facts about me. And I'm outside. I've never done a video outside, I don't think, but I hope and I pray that no bee, no fly attacks me, because this video will be over in a hurry, like before it even gets started. So let me just jump on in it. So I got my notes here. What's my sign? My sign is an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. My birthday is February 8th, and Aquarians are awesome. The best sign ever. We get along with everybody. We're very loyal, very transparent, and if you don't have an Aquarius in your life, you need to get one. Food that I do not like. What is food that I don't like? Liver. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, because some people in my family eat liver, and liver is something that I tried when I was young and they tricked me. And you know, liver be smelling good when you cook it and you kind of think it's steak, and then when you taste it, nah, it's not happening. I cannot, like, that's something that's not even normal. You shouldn't eat liver. My favorite drink is water. I love water. I drink water all the time. Water more than everything. My favorite fruit is grapefruit. I love grapefruit. I eat grapefruit all the time. Places that I have lived. Okay, so I am originally from Akron, Ohio, so I've lived there. I believe when I was like 9 or 10, my mom got married, and she married a Coast Guard, and he was based or stationed in Michigan. I forget what part of Michigan. It wasn't Detroit, but it was like, I don't know. So I lived in Michigan. We stayed there for like a year. Came back to Akron. I'm living in Phoenix, so I've lived here. I moved to Phoenix when I was 22, baby. Fresh tenderoni, 22. Like straight from Akron to Phoenix. And I drove 2,000 miles by myself. I went to elementary school, so of course you're not gonna know unless you're from my city. But I went to Schumacher. And I was probably there for a couple months, because I moved to Michigan, and then I came back. When I came back, I went to Schumacher, and then from there I went to a private school, Emmanuel Christian Academy. So I went there from fourth to sixth grade, or third to sixth grade. I think third to sixth grade. I went to my really first experience in like a public school. Was middle school in the seventh grade. I went to Ennis Middle School, and I tell you, didn't nobody like me when I first got there. And I didn't even know nobody. Like, the only people I knew was the people from my neighborhood, and they were older than me. So, you know, it wasn't like we were in the same classes or whatever. But I just I don't know, nobody liked me. That was interesting. Can you imagine people not liking me? Like, what is there not to like? I'm pretty awesome. I'm amazing. I'm an Aquarius. Everybody likes Aquarius. So then after I graduated, and you know, you go to high school, I went to Garfield High School, Rams. Okay, I really wasn't all into mascots and anything like that, so that don't even matter. But I went to Garfield High School, and I graduated from Garfield High School. I was in a cosmetology program, so I used to do hair. I am a certified licensed cosmetologist. Well, I was, because my license expired and I haven't got them renewed. But, you know, my roots, baby. My roots. I have the foundation. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Some people don't know that about me. But I retired, so don't ask me to do your hair. I'm done. Jobs that I have worked. Y'all put in the comments below if y'all think I've worked these jobs. Like, if you could see me working this job. So my very first job, I got it when I was 14. And I remember this lady, I was at like a, where was I at? I was with my aunt, and we was at like a community center. Like, she was picking up her son from like and this lady was like, "How old is you?" And I was like, 14. She was like, "You need a job?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I wasn't thinking about no job. She really just came up to me and was like, "How old are you? You need a job?" She was like, where your parent? Where your mom at?" I was like, "She not here." So she talked to my aunt. She was like, "I'm gonna give her this paperwork. She come fill it out, and she just need to show up here on Monday." And that's how I got my first job. And it was like a summer job where you watch kids like play and shit. So that was my first job at 14. And then from there, I worked at Handel's Ice Cream. I don't know if you're not from Ohio or Akron, you probably never heard of Handel's. But Handel's was an ice cream parlor, and it was the first Black-owned ice cream parlor in Akron. And I worked there, and I remembered I was like my real, because I never had a job interview, like... So I went there, and all I know is I got the job, and I didn't even know. I really was there because my sister, Sade, she was like, "I'm going to go to this job interview." I was like, "All right, I'm going to go with you." And I ended up getting a job. I don't think she got the job, but I got the job. So that was a job that I've worked. From there, I worked at Wilson's Leather in retail. And from there, I worked at Sam's Club. I was a cashier, and then I moved to the bakery. So I was back there at Sam's Club baking the cookies and making the cakes, writing on the cakes and baking the breads and stuff like that. I did that for a little while. Sam's Club was the first job that I got fired from as well. Like, they fired me, and then they came in. It's so crazy how it happened too. I remember like it was yesterday. So I came in, and we had a meeting. As soon as I came in, like a team meeting, and the lady, I was asking the lady for a day off. She was like, "Yeah, you gonna be good." She ain't really say that. And so then like 30 minutes went by after the meeting. I'm doing my work or whatever, and she was like, "Come in the office, Sterling." His name was Sterling. Sterling wanted to see you. So I go in the office. I'm like, all right. But we was all like cool, so I didn't even think nothing of it. And they was Black, so you know, we feel comfortable with our people or whatever. So they bring me in this office, and they fired me over some like some cookies or some breads and stuff that I left out on the floor that was like outdated. And of course, it wasn't my first time. It was overlooked. Like, we used to be like, whatever. That was the first job that I got fired from. And I just walked out of there. I was cool. Like, we was all cool at the job. Like, we called Sam's Club the club. Like, because all my friends worked there. Me, Danielle, my boyfriend at the time, Sean, his friends, two of his actually 3 of his friends, Joe, Curtis, David, they worked there. Nikki, Janice, who else worked there that we was cool with? Tony. Like, we all worked the same. Barb and Becky worked there. I don't know if y'all know these people, but we all used to work with each other. Like, my cousin Diamond, we all used to work there at the same time. We call it the club, literally. Like, we had so much fun. But anyway, that was the first job who fired me. So then I left there, and I went to another wholesale store, BJ's. I used to work at. I worked there in the bakery, and I was a cashier too. So I did that, but that was temporary. And then I did telemarketing. I forget the little company, but we had to sell magazines or ask people to buy subscriptions to magazines, and I did that for like a couple months. And what else did I do? Because it's important that y'all do know the foundation. Like, I never had a problem with working. Oh, I used to housekeep. So I was a housekeeper at this like living facility for old people. I used to be in housekeeping and have to go in there and clean up after old people and clean their rooms and stuff. So I did that. And then I moved to Arizona. I also did that when I first moved here because they had the same living facility here. So I did that for a little minute, housekeeping. You know, honestly, I couldn't see myself in housekeeping, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. That's the job that I never really thought that I would do. But I felt like at the time they was paying good for my circumstance. On top of working these jobs, like I used to work two and three jobs at a time. Like I worked at I also was an aide too, like an aide I worked at, but that was a night shift, and I did that for like a good month. I used to work 11 to 7 a.m. wiping people's ass and shit. Like I can't believe I did that. Can you believe I did that? Like you gotta do what you gotta do. I did that. On top of doing hair, I used to do hair too. Like I still did that. I feel like I did something else. I can't remember. But I used to work 2 or 3 jobs at a time, girl. I was not playing. I got bills to pay. I moved out on my own. I had my own little apartment when I was 19, like, you know, fresh out of school. I had my own little apartment. I had to take care of. I had bills to pay, you know, electric. Did I pay water? I ain't pay no water. Electric, rent, motherfucking shit like that. So I had to work. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm thinking of another job that I had. I can't believe I used to wipe ass. That's crazy. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And then I got into sales. I never really was a salesperson, but then I become a salesperson. Like I sell every fucking thing. Like I'm a life insurance agent. That's what I do now. I'm a total life changer. So I'm in the health and wellness industry. I'll put my links down below if you have any questions on either of those. But I used to sell with Safe Light Auto Glass, and I was working in the sales department. That really wasn't sales. I sold insurance. So those are jobs that have worked and what I'm currently working now. Radio personality, Code Red. Shout out to Code Red. Like, honestly, some of the jobs that I've done, I didn't see myself doing them. But, you know, you grow and you flourish into things that you know, it's limitless. Remember that. My favorite fast food. I don't really have a favorite fast food. I hate spending money on fast food because it's never satisfying. But you know what? I will tell you this. Give me a good sandwich. Give me a good sandwich. What places sell sandwich? Like, not Subway. I like Subway, but I don't really have a favorite. So, whatever. I have 3 siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother. I have a sister. We was actually born on the same day. She was born in the morning and I was born at night the same year. So we're the same age. But if you ask me, I say I'm the oldest. But altogether, I have 3 siblings, yes. I got my ears pierced when I was a baby. So I really don't know what it feels like to have your ears pierced. And I'm actually scared to get my ears pierced as an adult because I just cringe. I just cringe even thinking about it. It's weird. I got my driver's license when I was 16. I went to driver's school, actually. So I got my driver's license when I was 16. I got my first car when I was 16. But when did I drive my first car? That's the real question. My grandpa got me a car when I was 16, and I was not allowed to drive it for it probably was a couple months, but it felt like a whole damn year. The car just sat outside in the driveway because I stayed on punishment. What was I on punishment for? I couldn't even tell you. But my whole life, I was on punishment. So my mom, she said I couldn't drive the car because I was on punishment for what? I don't know. But one day, she picked me up from my bus stop because I was still in school. She picked me up from the bus stop in my car, and she was like, I guess she wanted to see if I could drive right. So we driving, and I'm doing good or whatever. So we pull up in the driveway. Me and my sister laugh about this all the time. So we pull up in the driveway. My mom's car was in the driveway, right? I pull up in the driveway, and you know how some cars, when you press on the brake, it kind of feel like you going a little bit faster before it actually brake. I know that's not just me, because I know some cars do that. So that's what happened. I had a Dodge Neon, and I like my car. I wanted my first car to be a Dodge Neon, but anyway. So we pulling in the driveway. She like, all right. Pull up in the driveway. So I pull in the driveway, her car in the driveway, and I pressed on a brake. And it felt like to me that it was accelerating a little bit, then stop. So I hurried up and switched the pedal, and I pressed the gas, and I ran up into her car. Oh my gosh. She was like, oh hell no, girl. I was so scared. She was like, hell no, you ain't driving. You might as well park that car over there. I could not believe I ran into her car in the driveway. But you know, that pedal was playing tricks on me. It was playing with my mind. Me and my sister laugh about that all the time. Have I ever been suspended from school? Yes, I've been suspended from school. And I remember the first time I got suspended from school. What was it for? I think I was flicking class. They said I was flicking class. So I coming home, I didn't want to tell my mom because, you know, I've already was on punishment for life and I didn't want to get in trouble. Now I'm suspended. So walking home from school, on this same day that I got suspended, I seen my cousin. I was like, can you, and she was a cool cousin, at least I thought. I was like, can you do me a favor? She was like, what? I was like, I got suspended from school just for one day. Can I just come to your house and, you know, hang out there for the day? So she said yes. So I leave home like I was normally doing. Like I'm about to go catch the bus to go to school. I go to her house. She didn't stay too far, so I walked to her house and I head out over there. I'm chilling over there. I'm probably was doing some little homework or little worksheets or probably watching some judge shows because that's what I like. And and then the phone ring. And I didn't answer it. But then it rung again and I said, and it was my mom on the line. She was like, you think you slick? I'm like, what? So then my cousin called and she like, yeah, I had to tell your mom because I felt bad because, you know, I was like, if her daughter did that, she wouldn't want nobody to do that for her daughter. She would want to know. So she gonna let me hide out at her house and tell on me at the same time. Like, what sense does that make? Raggedy. So I got suspended from school that time, and I also got like in school suspension and things like that. But it wasn't always on a regular. I could say my favorite vegetable is spinach and broccoli. I lost my virginity at a fresh, young 14, unfortunately. And I wasn't pressured. Nobody pressured me to do it. I just wanted to do that. And I don't encourage anybody because I would have waited. But if you end up doing it, you just end up doing it. And that's what I ended up did. I don't have OCD, but I don't like people touching my stuff. Like, I want things to be in the order. Is that OCD? I'm not OCD because you know how people, like, trip out if you move a candle. But, like, if I have a candle placed there and it's then moved, I'm like, why is this candle moved? Like, why were you touching my stuff? I don't know if that's OCD. I don't think so. My initials are RJRR. But most of the time, I leave out the J because that J name is really not important. So I just do triple R. Have I ever smoked weed? You know what? I used to smoke weed a lot. And I didn't smoke weed until I was 19, out of school. And I remember the first time I was high, my mom called because I was supposed to be at home. I was still living with her at the time. And she's like, where is you at? And all I was doing was laughing the whole time. She's like, she's sitting there. And she didn't even say nothing. And I'm just laughing. Ah! See? Let me hurry up. I'm a real chill, laid back person for the most part. I'm actually an introvert. Like, I like being by myself. I like my alone time, but I'm also an extrovert as well. Like, but most of the time, I really like being by myself in my own little space because that's how I gather my thoughts. That's how I recharge the person that I am. That's how I build up the energy to even deal with people is focusing on myself and being in my own space. I love it. Like, this how introverted I am. Like, if somebody was to ask me on a date, right? And I'll say yes, I'll go on a date. But if in that day, like, I'm getting ready, I never question going on a date. We communicate, everything cool, and then like a couple hours before the date, if you be like, what's going on? You still want to go? I'm gonna choose no, cause you gave me an option. There's nothing wrong with going on a date, but if you then asked me about it, like you second guessing it, like, I'd rather just stay home, and I'm okay with that. I'll just stay home. Don't give me an option. Especially if I already said yes. Like, I like being by myself. Because after a while, I'll be sitting there like, do I even want to go? I don't even feel like being bothered. Like, I just want to chill by myself. And then you gave me an option. I said, oh, this is the cue. It's time for me to go. I love a nice beard, like a healthy beard, a manly beard, like not like a little peach fuzz or one that's growing. I love a beard, and I love clean cuts. Like, I love it to be clean and put together, like clean. I bite the inside of my lip when I'm thinking, like, so I would just bite the inside, like the rim, so all this be fucking fucked up. When I'm thinking, I just do that. When I'm in deep thought, I just be doing that. Some people bite their lip when they nervous and stuff like that. I smile when I'm nervous, but I bite my lip when I'm thinking. I'm in deep thought, I just be biting my lip, and I'm thinking about what you saying, and I'm just in my thoughts. That's what I do. I love sunflowers. That's my favorite flower. It makes me happy. Like, I love sunflowers. What motivates me is, me being motivation to someone else. That motivates me. Like, if it's something that I find hard to do, like if I have to talk myself into it, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do this, because there's somebody else out there that feels the same way as me, and I want to be able to motivate and inspire them. Other people inspire me, like if they are having a hard time, or if they struggling with something, I'm like, well, let me just do it with you, so I can show you that it can be done and we can do it together. Okay, now. So that motivates me. Oh shit, I think it's about to go down. I've never played a sport, but I used to run track. I ran track and the neighborhood little track teams or whatever, and I ran track in middle school. I wasn't able to run track in high school because baby had to work. I had to go get a job. I had to go to work because I had bills to pay. I had car insurance, cell phone bills. I had responsibilities. So I wasn't able to join the fun activities and things like that. But I did run track. What are some things that you think you can't live without? Like right now, I think I can't live without my phone and water and Wi-Fi. Because you know why. You probably can't live without it either. My phone, Wi-Fi, and water. For sure. What's the last song that I listened to? I listen to this song every morning. I'm not good with people's names, so I'm gonna pull it up. I think it's Tasha Cobb. Tasha Cobb Leonard, Confidence. Tasha Cobb Leonard, Confidence is a song that I listen to every day. I got so much faith in you, Lord, I trust your word is true. No matter the circumstance, my life is in your hands. I've got confidence, so much confidence in you. Yes, I can sing too. That's the last song I listened to. I love, and most people don't see that from me because a lot of people think that I'm standoffish, and I'm just like, don't talk to me. I don't want to be bothered. I'm really not, though. Like, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. But I love. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, the world would be a better place if we all just loved each other unconditionally and not be so judgy. But we first have to love ourselves. You can't love other people until you love yourself. And I had to learn that. We all have to learn it. I admire people who are bold and confident, like, and do things that other people don't do. Like, I really admire that. I love a person who just stands in their truth and who was confident in anything that they do. And I really, really admire that about people. Like, I love that. Like, you can be other people may look at it like, oh, that's weird, that's strange, or like, follow certain trends, but I love people who just do their own thing and it's quirky a little bit. It's different. I love it different, but the fact that you so confident and bold about it and straightforward, like I admire a person that's bold, confident, and straightforward. Not rude, but straightforward. A lot of people can take being straightforward as rude, but it's really not. Like a person who is just bold and confident and standing their truth. Like I really admire that and love that about a person. I love comedy movies. My favorite movies, are they considered comedies? I don't know. My favorite movies is Baps, Poetic Justice, Little Princess. What else do I like? Those are my favorite movies. I don't know if they really consider comedies, but I like a good comedy. I already said I was introverted. Oh, and I like old shows like Three's Company. Come on, knock on my door. We've been waiting for you. I love Three's Company and I love Golden Girls. Like I can binge watch those shows all day, especially Golden Girls. Like my friends be like, "You a granny." Those are my shows. I like my shows. And I think that's 30 facts about me. I think I went over that. I probably did too much, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope that you found out some. I'm sweating. I hope you found out some things from me that you probably didn't expect. Whatever you didn't expect, please comment below and let me know what you did not expect. Let me know if you can relate to anything that I have said, because it's some things that I'll be like, girl, I can't believe you. I cannot believe you. You crazy. But go ahead, click the like button and subscribe, baby, and I'm out. See you next time.